Hey guys, what's up? It's Dusty here, back with another crypto video. And today I have a very special video for you guys on Ripple XRP. We're going to be going over some of the craziest, most amazing, stupidest, and weirdest price predictions over the last 2 years. Hopefully you guys can really appreciate this. Before we get into any of it though, make sure you understand that at the end of this week, or the end of July, we're going to be giving away $500 worth of crypto. To enter, you only have to do two simple things. You have to press the like button and comment something down below. That's how you enter this $500 giveaway. That's all, guys. Also, make sure you go ahead and check out my second channel. It is called Dusty. I just posted a very cool video on there, how to make passive income with $1,000 right now, 2 days ago, and I hopefully will be posting on here every week or so. This video has no ads, zero of them, no affiliate links, no nothing, just pure for fun. But go ahead and check it out and make sure you subscribe to that channel too. First off, on the road is XRP, the road to $100, when and why, from July 5th, 2019. So this is actually from this month, not that long ago like some of the others. What they're stating here is really looking back all the way from 2014, looking at the general moves that we've made, then reapplying them in the beginning of January, so from the all-time high that we had, all the way down to, where is this, half of September 2019, and then again, just greatness to be seen on a logarithmic scale. So again, if you're all the way up to where they expect, and of course their line, we would be at about 150 bucks maybe. It's kind of hard to see. Really interesting though. Yeah, we're just over here still, so it's not going to make much of a difference. Here was a golden pit, time BTC new higher and retracement. Another golden pit, time BTC new higher, 20,000 to 25,000 and retracement. Again, that's just the pattern that worked out for them, and that's what they want to see here once more. Interesting, right? Interesting to say the least. Interesting. Cool. All right, but we have so many price predictions. Let's just check them all out first before we make any decision whatsoever. XRP to USD price analysis. Permabulls place XRP at $500 despite recent downturns. And this article is all the way back from October 31st of 2018. And I think it is actually worth it to have a chart open about the price as well to see what these prices were at what time. So here we're talking about end of October 2018. Right then and there, it was at about 45-ish cents. I think it was, after swell, so the prices were already quite a significant bit higher, about 45-ish cents that we were at right then. And a lot of people placed it at $500. But let's see what Jeremiah XRP and the Ripping have to say. Jeremiah said, "From what I've seen, people are mostly laughing at those who think the price range of $500 to $1,000 will reach end of the year 2018. Many are more optimistic 2019 and so on." The Ripping said, "Bitcoin took 7 years to grow from 20,000 to go to 20,000 from 0.003. XRP won't take nearly as long to hit $500 because XRP isn't stagnant. Ripple has done more to grow the XRP ecosystem in the past 12 months than Bitcoin has achieved since its inception, and backed infidelity, #XRP. So at this time when it came out, it looked a lot more clear and interesting, and the theories were a lot more vivid. Therefore, as the coin has real utility, XRP permabulls are projecting $500 to $1,000 price tags in years to come. In fact, it's not the first time the $500 plus valuation is sprouting. So, while it may be outrageous for now, remember BTC rose from 0.003 to $20,000. Likewise, there is absolutely nothing that can prevent XRP from erupting from 45 cents to $500. And in the literalist form, some people are claiming global wealth is an issue. I don't think so. Again, global wealth is created in some way, so, the higher the price of XP goes, the higher this wealth that we're speaking of also goes. You might be saying like, "Oh, but that's not how it works." Well, actually, look it up. It is how it works, because that's how you get it. The regulations for crypto are so vague and not in place enough to be able to really conclude anything from that line. Could also be that there are going to be restrictions, and XP has to be taken away by the government at one point because because of global wealth issues. Frick if I know. All I know is that I'm not worried about it overcapping anything, or I'm not worried about the market cap that it has at one point. All I need to know is how much the coin is worth per coin, and know that any price it can achieve. XRP price at $1,000 is an insane valuation, but $10 is a walk in the park for XRP. Now, reason I really had to have this article in here again, it's from April 29th, 2019, is because I definitely think that $10 per XRP is something that is achievable and will happen. Don't know when, don't know how long it will take, and it's going to be times 30 from our current price, about times 30. But I definitely think it is going to be happening, and I'm actually really quite certain of it. So whenever people are looking at $10 price predictions, I'm like, yeah, sure, but what's your next one, or what's your target next, and whatever. I'm never really counting on the $10 or $1 price valuations, as I know they will happen. It's just a question of when BTC is going to do good enough for alt season to kick in. Right now, though, you could also be arguing that alt season is back a little bit. On a 7-day time frame here, XRP up 7.4% against BTC. 24-hour time frame, 3.15% up against BTC. It's pretty interesting, right? But I'm not worried about $10. $1,000, though, it's so far into the future that it's hard to say. I personally don't know if it's going to happen in our lifetimes, if ever. I'm also not counting for it nor hoping for $1,000 per XRP, but I'm not going to exclude it. Maybe in 50 years here, when the world is totally different, XP is going to hit some crazy values. But hey, guys, do not underestimate how much 10 years can be of a difference, right? Look 10 years back now. Where was BTC? Right? It was just started, was worth absolutely nothing. Look at where it is right now, $20,000. So if you also look at the prices of these coins right now and think another 10 years into the future, in 2030 or 2029, we literally have no idea what the price are going to be bringing us. Really, is that crazy? But in a shorter time frame here, even $100 in a year or so, I don't see happening. According to him, and we're talking here about Imperator Emir, is of the opinion that XP can never hit $10,000. I'm of that opinion quite so as well. According to him, XRP cannot have a significant price surge, even though he cannot prove what he is saying at this time. He said, I don't believe it will hit 10K. I believe even 1K is an insane valuation. I personally only see XP hitting low 3 digits, $100 to $300. I can't produce facts as right now. It's the future, and I can't predict it. I'd be happy to be proven wrong, however, unlikely. And again, this is actually what most of the people in the world would think, that XRP could potentially become, a 3-digit currency somewhere into the future, but definitely not soon. Again, gotta break the ice right there. Definitely not happening soon. And 4-digit numbers, I'm excluding it for my lifetime. But hey, we can't predict the future. I'm just personally saying that I don't ever see it happening. Demystifying the 589 XRP price prediction by the end of 2018. This was an article from September 19th, 2018 by John P. Newey. And this is an article that I covered with great enjoyment and really in a happy stance, because at this time when I was covering these articles, 589ers and riddles were really at its peak. I noticed a lot of people were talking about this on a daily basis, coming at me all day long with their new theories and their new findings and whatever, and I was just there saying, like, you guys really think this coin is going to go to 589 by the end of the year? I was really kind of amazed by how interesting people are sometimes thinking. Well, so yeah, we went on to demystify this 589 prediction and to kind of explain everything that's surrounding it. Because in theory, right, 589 is a price that could happen in the future, at one point in the future somewhere. Right, not going to exclude that. But by the end of the year of 2018, yeah, no. But I did want to explain to you guys what was going on and why people were thinking about this, what needed to occur for this to happen, yada, yada, yada. And the most interesting part about that was this right here. With XRP expected to go live by the end of this year, the XRP community seems to be confident in the price increase of XRP. Well, it did happen, not as much as people expected, but it did increase in price, like a week after this happened. Some are even making predictions as wild as 589 by the end of 2018. Something to consider for the 589 debate, there are 107 days left in 2018. To reach 589 by the end of the year, XRP needs a 2.104 times increase in price, which is a gain of $5.50 every day to 2019. XRP's price would need to double every 10 days. Possible, yes. Probable, unlikely. And again, it's a 2,104% times increase. It's not 2.01. But yeah, again, you guys get me already. It is possible, but very unlikely. And 2018 didn't do it. Maybe 2025, we don't know. Crypto_rand on Twitter, very popular Twitterer. He said, XRP did $300 before the end of the week. This was a post on, let's say, Wednesday or Thursday, and he said end of the week, or maybe it was even already Friday. And a lot of people took this way more seriously than expected. This was just after a quick price surge happened on the 17th. And a lot of people were like, wow, XRP gonna go to the moon. You know, a lot of people were really, really happy. Let's look up. Is it still in this quarter? No, it's the 17th, right? Let's look at this year then. April 17th-ish. Alright, so we went from about 32 to like 33 cents. Huh. Yeah. Alright, interesting. But at least at that time it looked like some crazy increases, like you can see here. 32.4 to 34-ish even on a smaller scale. But what it did, you know, this tweet from him, because he's very famous, has a lot of things out there. What it did is a lot of these outsiders, a lot of these content creators, I don't know, these writers, all took it like CryptoRand was serious here, right? They took it like the $300 prediction was actually something real, even though logically speaking, this is just something for fun, right? He said it because it's a few more days left. The $300 is of course not possible whatsoever. What happened is a lot of people started to make articles. Crypto researcher predicts Ripple's XRP price may reach $300 before the end of this week. Analyst 210,000 followers predicts Ripple XRP to $300 this week, and more and more and more. And yeah, it got a lot of backlash, all right? It got a lot of people talking. And then he also said, if you're really thinking XRP could have a 98,829% increase in 3 days, you should stop trading right now. Common sense, guys. CryptoBitLord replied by saying, easily, right? CryptoRand again, conservative target, sir. And it was coming at a pretty funny time. Ripple to reach $334 per XRP in 3 years. Outrageous prediction. And this is where we're starting to make a little bit more sense. This article was written over a year ago, May 17, 2018. But this one was actually really a lot better than a lot of the rest, because it has a very high goal, right? But it's talking about 3 years into the future. So the reason I'm not taking it too seriously, because it is, you know, a 3-digit valuation and it's very high, but it is 3 years and now about 2 years left. And a lot of strange things can happen in such a time frame, which is why I'm saying, like, oh, you know, this is a little bit more doable. Now, there's no real foundation, I believe, in this whole article right here. It is expected like this, that Ripple gets at least 10% out of the 24 trillion market once implemented its solutions, and another 10% just in fees. So we would be speaking of at least $4.8 trillion of income, a number that of course would shoot the coin to the moon and beyond. Likewise, a 334 value prediction is more than justified. If Ripple were to be adopted by a notable number of bank entities, then other financial institutions will succumb, as well as they would not want to lose clients because of other entities offering a more efficient service. And if massive adoption would happen among banks, Ripple would be valued even above the $334 mark. Yeah, there was also possibilities of coin burning, but that's not too seriously either. Really, again, they do not have any strong foundation. They just are saying what we just read, that because of the $5 trillion worth of income, it's going to be increasing in price. Well, another fun thing I found was one of my older videos, which says breaking news, where everybody's buying Ripple XP right now, and $2,200 XP price prediction. This video was mostly explaining to you guys why everybody was buying XRP at that point. And really, so many people, and it was really recommended for my part as well to accumulate XP at that point. A question that also arose was, why $2,200, right? Well, in this article that we saw here, or this TradingView thing, this guy, Cryptomaniac, which I also open up here right now, had a prediction. Oh, that was actually the video editing type. Oh, there was actually another video that I had, so we can actually close that one right now. What they did in this video right here was, or in this article, was talk about the price of XRP hitting multiple targets. First target at, like, let's say $4.50, second target at like $49, then a target at like $600 or something, then like $1,400, and then $2,800. Really was kind of interesting kind of high. But the fun part about it was that people took it seriously. At least some people did, and people took it with a lot of criticism as well, but people talked about it, right? And I tried to be conservative by saying $2,200 because there was a little bit more foundation of 22 instead of 828. But he came out with more articles named exactly the same way, which I found funny. Major XP breakout major XP breakout, happening, yada, 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 all kind of the same idea. And this article here is, again, talking about some extreme growth potential for XRP because it could be happening just now. It's interesting. Major breakout to occur in 2019. Major breakout. 944-day trend line right there. Secondary unconfirmed rising channel. So these two right there once more. 944-day trend line early December right there. So then we would be at, I don't even know what that is right there. 38.42 is what he's trying to say, or this one right here, 41. No, I think he's meaning 42.7 is where we would be at then if this is all happening, and that's not too positive. That's not too good. But what I'm thinking as well is what he's saying, that early December, once we hit it, we're gonna be skyrocketing to, $60 or something once more. You can read the whole analysis right here. It's not even worth it to read, guys. I mean, I'm positive, but relatively still. And it is 36 degrees Celsius outside right now. It is 7 p.m. 37 degrees. 36 or 37. I'm sweating like crazy. Today, luckily, is the last very, very hot day, but damn, has it been a crazy week. Yesterday, warmest day ever, I think, in the Netherlands, at 40 degrees. Oh, damn, guys. I'm totally baking right now. Bacon. I need some bacon. Some other cool stuff from David Schwartz with, the tweets are unavailable. I don't know if that just happened or if it has been for a long time like that. I don't know. David Schwartz says there's an argument that banks, at least in some parts of the world, are losing, and Ripple should bet more on non-banks, financial institutions like payment originators. We think about this lots, and you have seen some adjustments in focus. Banks, particularly the largest ones, tend to be slow-moving and conservative. Payment companies tend to move faster. Network value depends on how much of your business the network can handle. McCabe's law, we sell to both. And I think it's a smart thing. There was a question about the situation, but he answered it already, and the answer is all that you need to know. The video that I just pressed away was, again, talking about one of the articles that we already talked about before. This one right here, I believe. Price of $10,000 or $1,000 is strange, but $10 is justified. Another article here, though, I've never read this one before. It is Analyst suggests XRP can hit $28 if it follows Bitcoin's bull market trend. It's an article from about a month ago, and it actually comes down to Credible Crypto on Twitter. He said, thread, in 2013, BTC made a 22 times run to new highs of around $1,200 before correcting in the 2014-2015 bear market. That was followed by nearly a year of accumulation, and then a massive 122 times run that took us to 20,000. The bottoming pattern formed in 2014-2015 matches up. Continuation. I think Kant means, he says there's more to come here. But again, for XRP, if we were to do exactly the same, it will put it at around $28, which is very reasonable in his opinion, and is what we're talking about. Is it justified? You can consider that yourself. Another cool article on Deep Onion, which I found was, do you think XRP could ever reach the value Bitcoin has right now on a long term? This depends really on when the question has been asked. I don't know if this question was asked on 15th of November. I think it was, though, right? Because it says it right here. And a lot of the answers here are very interesting in comparison, right? Because this is already 2 years ago, just before the bull run hit. And I'm noticing that a lot of people had a different perspective at that time than they have right now. But even at this point, people said no. Right now, people might have said something differently, but it's interesting how people's perspectives have changed over time. And last but not least was, if you type in, could XRP really reach $10 in 39 days, or questions like that, you'll find so many different articles and different places of people talk about some crazy price valuations for XRP. It's insane. It is crazy, but it is also kind of funny. What do you guys think the price of XRP will go to at the end of this year? And if you've gotten that already down in the comment section, what do you think it will go to next year? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, do not forget to check out my second channel. It is called Dusty. Do not forget to follow me on Twitter. The DustyBC is the name on Twitters. Look it up right here, the DustyBC. And also do not forget to enter the giveaway by commenting and liking, and of course, being subscribed. Thank you all for watching. This is not financial advice, purely for entertainment purposes only, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. I talk fast because I like it and it's very hot.